Did you know that in the 18th century, gin became so popular in England that the period was referred to as the gin craze? That's an interesting fact, isn't it? Gin, the tantalizing spirit that has danced its way into the hearts of millions across the globe, has a history that can trace its lineage back to the murky times of the Middle Ages. It's an alcoholic beverage with a past as captivating as the velvety notes it leaves on your tongue after every delightful sip. The intrigue of this spirit is more than just its taste. It's also in its origins and the journey it's embarked on to get to where it is today. Over the centuries, gin has been both adulated and reviled, celebrated and condemned. Yet this endearing spirit managed to rise above the fray, maintaining its popularity and standing the test of time. Its story begins in the Middle Ages, a period often associated with chivalrous knights and medieval castles. Yet amid the chaos and excitement of these times, the humble beginnings of gin were silently brewing. However, it wasn't until the 17th century that gin truly began to shine. The Dutch, renowned for their expertise in brewing and distilling, were the ones who really amplified the spirit's prominence. They had a name for it, Genever, a term that was born from juniperus, the Latin name for juniper. Juniper, as you may know, is one of the key ingredients in gin, lending it that distinct, aromatic flavor that has become synonymous with this beloved spirit. The British soldiers stationed in the Netherlands during the 30 Years' War were the ones who discovered this Dutch delight. They took a fancy to this incredible spirit, captivated by its smoothness, its unique flavor profile and its soothing effects. A welcome respite from the harsh realities of war, and so they brought it back home with them, introducing this novel spirit to their fellow Britons. And just like that, gin quickly gained popularity in England. It was an instant hit, quickly becoming the drink of choice for people from all walks of life. It was so loved that the period was soon referred to as the gin craze. Yes, the Britons were so enamored with this spirit that their fascination and love for it escalated to what could only be described as a frenzy, a craze. And as we fast forward to the present day, gin continues to enjoy its status as one of the world's most popular spirits. It's become the star of many a cocktail, and it's been reinvented and reimagined in countless ways. Yet, at its core, it remains the spirit that the Brits fell in love with all those centuries ago. The British got a taste for gin during the 30 Years' War and brought it back home with them, where it quickly gained popularity. So, just like that, a simple drink sparked a craze, created history, and left an indelible mark on the world of spirits. If that's not fascinating, then I don't know what is. Fast forward to today, and gin is a staple in bars around the world. It's fascinating to note how this distilled alcoholic drink, flavored predominantly by juniper berries, has evolved over centuries to suit varying tastes and preferences across the globe. It's truly a testament to the creativity and innovation of the spirits industry. While the origins of gin can be traced back to medieval times, its popularity surged during the 17th century in England. It was during this time that the beverage became a commodity in the world of trade and commerce. However, as we delve into the world of gin, it's essential to understand that not all gins are created equal. There's a myriad of different gins available in the market, each boasting a unique flavor profile and distillation process that sets it apart from the rest. This goes to show the sheer diversity that exists within the gin category, further adding to its allure. The first type of gin we're going to discuss is the London Dry Gin. Despite its name, there's no geographical restriction on where it can be produced. This freedom allows distilleries around the world to bring their unique touch to this gin style. It's characterized by its strong juniper flavor, which is the result of juniper berries, the dominant botanical used in its distillation. Furthermore, it's typically very dry, making it a versatile ingredient for several classic cocktails. The next variant in the line is Plymouth Gin, which is geographically protected. That means it can only be made in the town of Plymouth, England. Unlike the London Dry Gin, which can be made anywhere, Plymouth Gin has a geographical indication, much like champagne in France or tequila in Mexico. This geographical protection ensures the gin's authenticity and taste consistency. It's also worth noting that Plymouth Gin has a slightly sweeter taste compared to London Dry Gin, which can be attributed to a different blend of botanicals used in its distillation. Moving on, we come across Old Tom Gin. This is a sweeter version of gin, and is often referred to as the missing link between the heavy Genever and the modern London Dry Gin. It's named after the tomcat featured on the gin's original label, and is a tribute to the gins of the 18th century. The sweetness in Old Tom gin comes from added sugar or naturally sweet botanicals, making it a perfect balance between the dry and the sweet. Then we have Navy Strength Gin, truly a gin, not for the faint-hearted. This gin, justifying its name, packs a punch with an alcohol content of 57.5%, much higher than the average gin. The name Navy Strength comes from the British Royal Navy, who used to test the strength of their gin by igniting it. If it could light, it was proof the gin was strong enough, hence the term proof in alcohol measurement. Lastly, we have the modern category of gin, known as New Western or International Style Gin. This is the newest addition to the gin family, and presents a radical departure from tradition. Rather than having the juniper at the heart of its flavor profile, these gins experiment with other botanicals or fruits, bringing them to the forefront. This modern style of gin is often associated with craft distilleries and has gained popularity by creating a more contemporary flavor profile with innovation and diversity. No matter their differences, gins worldwide share one thing in common. They all represent a delicate balancing act between tradition and innovation, making them a truly global spirit. Now, what's gin without some cocktails? Gin, derived from juniper berries, forms the base of many classic cocktails. It's a versatile spirit that has carved a niche for itself in the world of mixology. Each cocktail with a gin base has a unique story to tell, a story steeped in history and culture. First, let's unwrap the tale of the gin and tonic. This is not merely a combination of gin, tonic water, and a slice of lime. Its origin traces back to the British colonial period, when English soldiers in India, mixing their medicinal quinine tonic, used to prevent malaria, with gin to make it more palatable. The addition of a slice of lime provided a burst of freshness, balancing out the bitter quinine. The result? A refreshing blend apt for sultry afternoons and balmy evenings. Next in line is the martini, a name that rings a bell in the ears of every cocktail enthusiast. It's here that gin meets dry vermouth. The martini is a cocktail with numerous variations, and a debated one popular theory suggests it evolved from a cocktail called the Martinez, served sometime in the early 1860s. Today it's known for its sophistication and simplicity, often garnished with an olive or a twist of lemon. Let's hop onto the fizzy delight of the Tom Collins. This delightful concoction of gin, lemon juice, sugar, and carbonated water is named after a practical joke that was popular in 1874 in New York. The joke involved a fictitious character, Tom Collins, who was supposedly talking behind people's backs. This quirky backstory adds an extra spark to the effervescence of this cocktail. The gimlet, a simple mix of gin and lime juice, is another classic cocktail that deserves a mention. It was reputedly named after Sir Thomas Surgeon General of the Royal Navy, who added lime juice to the sailors' daily tot of gin to help prevent scurvy. The gimlet exudes simplicity, yet doesn't compromise on taste. Lastly, the Negroni, a bittersweet symphony of gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. It's a cocktail with Italian heart, named after Count Camillo Negroni, who, in 1919, asked his bartender to strengthen his favorite cocktail, the Americano, by replacing the soda water with gin. The result was a powerful, bittersweet cocktail that has withstood the test of time. When it comes to gin-based cocktails, their stories are as intoxicating as their flavors. They're more than just beverages, they're historical milestones, markers of time, culture, and human ingenuity. After all, what's gin without some cocktails? In conclusion, gin is a versatile and fascinating spirit with a rich history and a wide variety of styles. It's a spirit that has traveled through centuries, with its roots tracing back to the Middle Ages. Born from the natural alchemy of juniper berries and alcohol, gin was initially crafted for medicinal purposes. However, as the years passed by, its captivating taste and versatility have lifted it to a status of one of the world's most beloved spirits. Gin has played a role in different cultures and has seen the rise and fall of empires, from being used as a herbal medicine in the Middle Ages to becoming the spirit of choice for the British Royal Navy. Gin has truly stood the test of time. It's no wonder then that gin has formed the base for many classic cocktails, with its unique flavor profile lending an undeniable charm to the concoctions. The beauty of gin lies in its versatility. Whether you are a fan of the dominant juniper flavor found in traditional London dry gin, or you're more inclined towards the varied botanical medley of a New Western gin, there's a gin to suit every palate. The complexity of gin's flavors, its smoothness and adaptability are what makes such an adaptable spirit. From a classic martini to a refreshing G&T, the world of gin offers an array of cocktail possibilities that can satiate even the most discerning palate. The magical blend of botanicals and gin provide a perfect canvas for mixologists, allowing them to create a symphony of flavors in every glass. It's not just the taste that makes gin a star of the cocktail world, but also its ability to exude sophistication and elegance. With such a diverse range of styles and brands, the journey of exploring gin can be as fascinating as the drink itself. Whether you prefer a dry, botanical, or flavored gin, you're bound to find one that suits your taste. So, the next time you are in the mood for a tipple, why reach for the gin? But the world of gin doesn't stop at cocktails. It's also a world full of fascinating stories of traditional distilleries and innovative craft gin producers, of centuries-old recipes and modern twists. It's a world inviting you to explore, taste, and enjoy. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the word about this fascinating spirit and encourage more people to embark on their own gin journey. Because as we've seen, there's a gin out there for everyone. Here's to an exciting journey of discovery, of flavors, and of shared moments. Cheers.